Good afternoon. Would you like to try a free sample of our double fudge brownie?
Oh, sure. That's very good. I'll just take one more, just to be sure. Yep, still very good.
Some things never change, like never being able to take just one free sample. And Geico saving folks lots of money on their car insurance.
Is that macadamia nut I taste? Let me take one more.
Sir?
Yeah, I thought so.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The wake up early, do a little studying, take the dog out, finish that audiobook
until the very end.
Finish that workout, then stop by McDonald's for breakfast and somehow manage to do it all before that 10 a.m. meeting meal. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's.
Mix and match a sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, sausage burrito, or any size premium roast coffee. Any two for $2. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Did I say again how much I hated this episode? Okay, we can start.
I think you just did. 90 Day Fiance, season 8, episode, whatever the fuck this is.
Episode 11. Episode delete after recording. Might, you know, those like posts are like feeling cute, might delete later. Yeah. That's this episode.
The editor should have deleted after editing.
Yep.
Tell me how you really feel about this episode.
I am.
Okay, good.
So I know we don't need to like list and go down all of them, but just, you know, I watched it again today to refresh my anger towards some of it.
Okay.
And the entire, like, so many people have even posted, like, maybe a couple of my posts, like how made up the whole Julia and Brandon scenarios felt.
Yeah.
And I'm not a reproduction expert, you know, but a condom slip or him maybe not pulling out fast enough a week ago will not result in morning sickness
a week later.
But they have been having sex for longer than a week ago, so maybe that's the only time she can recall. But it just made me giggle how she's like, what about that moment last week? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, my thought on it is completely made up bullshit, and they did it simply because that's the storyline they started with, you know, with Mother Brandon.
Two kids in love with the slip up is what they were trying to do.
Well, yeah, you know, the beginning of the episode or the season started with Mother Brandon being all, oh, you guys, I'm going to get her in with a gynecologist so she's on birth control. Like, that was the theme, right? So, of course, you know, with that kind of opener to the season, of course they're going to have a slip up. Oh my, they're going to make that story come full circle. It's so stupid.
And even Julia called it when she's like, I don't want his mom to be like, well, I told you so. Because, you know, she boasted how, you know, she's an adult. She knows her body, blah, blah, blah. Brandon's like pull out champ of the year, whatever. But I don't understand where else this can go. So we're to the point where they're not pregnant.
No, they're not pregnant. In case you guys don't know, they're not pregnant. It was all just a big ruse.
Or they wanted to have a scare, and maybe that scare is what's going to get Julia to make an appointment to go get contraception.
Right.
Or better yet, maybe it's going to get Brandon to go get contraception.
Oh.
Maybe this is opening the door to talk about male birth control.
Put a condom on.
I mean,
Jesus.
like,
Why is Julia the only one calling out that like he's just as responsible for all of this bullshit as she is?
well,
And
you see how the father acts, right?
Yeah,
He
mhm.
goes, "Oh, it's been nothing but a roller coaster since she got off the plane," as if your son isn't like, I don't know, irresponsible
Your
himself.
son's the one who, when he goes to bring her tea in the morning, isn't coming out to do his chores on his farm that he's
Right.
responsible for. Yet
He's
you
like,
blame
how dare
her.
Julia be fertile? Why would you drop an egg like that on me?
I'll throw some eggs at you, Mr. Murder Farm Daddy.
Murder farm daddy. What the fuck? I saw your posts and all I could think about was some like, okay, so the video people are gonna hate me because they're like, she's talking about video games again. But there's a video game called Resident Evil 7, okay?
Mhm.
And the whole thing about it is the welcome to the family, and it's like these I don't know, they have a bacteria, some kind of brain bug or whatever. And the way that they're introducing it is through feeding the new person a soup, right? And so that's why I said she didn't eat the
That's
soup.
what that was.
She's not part of the family. And that's why it's so bizarre to her, is because she just needs to, you know, accept it and get the
She needs to be assimilated.
she needs to be assimilated. and the dad just keeps going, welcome to the family. And so when you said murder daddy, that's who I thought about. My brain went straight to him, and I was like, this is 10 times creepier thinking about it that way.
Are our
She's
interests
I
like
don't wanna
crossing
work
here?
on farm. I want to run away. I was like, you should run away, Julia.
Yeah.
You really should run away.
Yeah. I'll house
But
you
yeah.
up here in DC, you know, come on now.
Oh my God.
Um,
So funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, fucking murder daddy. It's just weird. But yeah, going back to them making it her feel like it's her fault. I love how she's like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like he sat on the couch like, you don't have to lecture me. I told her about spreading her legs to me, Dad. I promise. It's like, what the hell? What is wrong with you people?
oh my God.
It'd be like,
no.
send me home. It's not worth it. Goodbye.
No, she's the worst. She's literally, I mean, them.
To them, she's the worst. Yeah.
That's the
not our views. I think Brandon's actually like really needs to get from under his mom's.
get out from under his mom.
Well, I was gonna say wing, but
Cut the umbilical cord.
yeah, you know, like and take some responsibility and say, you know, hey, we might have, you know, did something that I hate when people say a mistake or we fucked up, right? Because if you're not
Well, they
using
fucked.
if you're not using protection, then
It's not a mistake.
that was something my mom told me in like high school or some shit like that. If
Right.
you're not using, you know, I wasn't having sex at the time, but that was a theory. If you're
Mhm.
having unprotected sex, then then it's not an accident because
Right.
you weren't actually trying to prevent it.
Right.
Get off my
Exactly.
soapbox. But
Exactly.
I just that just drove me nuts. Like I almost turned off the episode there.
It took
Then I
me.
remember I had to
watch
endure Tariq.
I had to watch it over 2 different days. I had to break it up because I couldn't handle watching it all at the same time. The Tariq and Hazel stuff, like I just like my eyes glazed over and I was just like, this is boring as shit.
I was like, are they still part of the show? Like they showed segments, but I'm not really sure what the goal of it was.
To further they're going to have a girlfriend at some point in this whole thing. And then maybe it looks like they bring Minty back. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't care enough about that storyline because I think it's all just hyped up and they've been playing it for like the entire season has been, oh, you know, what it's going to be like when she gets a girlfriend here, you know, like not anything else. And
we're not focusing on them actually getting married, which is kind of the focus of the show is 90 Day Fiance, like not 90 Day.
Let's get a threesome.
Tryonce.
Yeah. And
Beyonce. I don't know.
I didn't care about the Rebecca and Ziad storyline. Grandpa Ziad.
I thought that was fun though, because he's
I mean,
a
it was
granddad and
fine.
it tickled the fuck out of him, and that's all I cared about.
It was fine, like, but whatever. It was like, I mean, seeing
He's like, give me a kiss, I'm a granddaddy.
seeing Rebecca's son and daughter-in-law being as nice as they were to Ziad also makes me question more the veracity of Tiffany and whatever her I was going to say something really bad about her husband, but whatever.
Let's keep it clean.
Well, it's clean. It's just not not politically appropriate. The like their dislike of Ziad and the distrust of the whole situation seems really blown out of proportion for the purposes of, acting. What was it you said before we got on the mics or got on the air or whatever before we started recording? If they wanted it to be a scripted drama, they should hire better actors.
Yeah, I feel like 90 Day Fiance is just going to turn to like another, what they call it, like melodramatic series, like novellas or something like that. Like they should drop the reality and just have it like a series, and pick some people to have a good storyline that we all know is fake, and that's fine.
It started out promising, like Jovi and Yara. I still feel like theirs is probably relatively real.
I like theirs actually, and I like it for Yara.
Yeah.
And Jovi's like puzzled look 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Like he has to be reminded by the producers that he's on this show. He's like, oh, okay. It's like, were you sleeping with your mouth and eyes open? Like he's just
his mouth
there.
hole. That mouth hole of his. Oh my God. Yeah. And she's just like, yeah. I mean, who can, I know people saying she's problematic too and whatever, but God love her. I love her. They're dancing and I hate you and you're terrible.
I mean, he might have liked it. All he did was smile.
He's just drunk.
He's like, she's crazy, but I love it. Well, I mean, Louisiana.
He's not working.
I think it's in the water out there.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I will say Jovi's mom's reaction to them telling her that Yara was pregnant was very nice. She was very excited. She said it was the best news all day, and she's very, very excited about Yara having a baby.
I think it helps because the parents knew about their previous conception and miscarriage, right? Mm-hmm. So I can imagine that's a focus of like, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, that's crazy, but
right, they already did that. That or what?
Yeah, so we have the different dynamics. We have Julia and Brandon's, who's pretty much that would be the end of days for them if they reproduced. And Yara and Jovi are
well. If it's the end of days, they're in the right place because they're on the doomsday prepper murder farm.
Freaking goodness, they'd be like, "You may come, but the baby and that woman stays out."
The baby and that.
Brandon be like, "Bye, Julia."
I know, right?
Keep warm out there.
Here's a blanket.
Here's a blanket for the fallout. Much love. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight, Mama?
Are we having stew?
Are we having soup? Is it that special soup that Julia didn't want to eat? Anyways, no, I think it was really sweet how they kind of did that scene. And I mean, it explains a lot because like Yara's like, I'm sick, I'm tired, I can't drink. It's like, I'm not trying to be, the bitch in the corner. I'm just pregnant and unhappy.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people were alluding that her, what do you call it? Her pregnancy pooch. They call it a belly. Mm-hmm. I always called it my pooch, but some people might get offended. But some people were saying
at the beginning it's more of a pooch than
it's like a little
belly.
pooch, and then it turns into a belly because sometimes it's like, is it Chipotle or is it a child? It's never okay to ask.
Yeah,
just so you guys know.
The only time it's ever appropriate to ask if someone's pregnant is if you see a baby coming out of their vagina.
Not even then, because technically, no, they're not pregnant anymore.
If you see them crowning, then you can be like,
no. Graphic not needed. No. But no, a lot of people were kind of saying that she looked further along than she might have been, which, I mean, with production, maybe, but that would then mean that she was pregnant before.
Yeah, no, I think she looked further along at the end of the party than she did at the beginning of the party. And I think that's one is, beverages, food, whatever. She was in like a sausage casing of a dress, right? So she probably had all kinds of Spanx and everything on.
Right.
She's trying to hide it, but by the end of the night, mom and dad know she's eating and stuff. She's relaxing finally, letting
Isn't
it out
it crazy
a little
though?
bit.
As soon as you like say you're pregnant, everyone's on like belly watch now. When it's just like, can you stop looking over there, please?
I look like I'm pregnant most of the time because I'm always like distended and stuff because I don't poop, right? So
she's like, it actually is a Chipotle baby. Sorry,
it
guys.
really is.
Oh no.
I remember one day, like a couple weeks ago, I was like really miserable. I got myself some Taco Bell to try to like move things along. No,
that's not the right method. So
yeah, well,
thank you very much.
Yeah, my pharmacy had to order the medication that I'm on now, and that seems to be working. So it's all good.
Everything's okay in Katrina land.
I think we're going to be okay. First medication didn't work. The second medication we think is working. So they just
gotta stay there.
Yeah. So anyway. So when this pandemic started, Hetero Life Mate, he started working from home and on a completely different schedule. So this meant that I was now in charge of planning and cooking dinner for the entire family. So this freaked me out, especially when a trip to the grocery store is stressful and I just really can't be going. But then I found Gobble. Gobble is the meal kit delivery service designed for real life. I've got one kid in virtual school and one kid in in-person school, and Hetero Life Mate is working all kinds of wacky hours. But with Gobble, no matter how crazy our schedules are, we can still get a nutritious, flavorful, homemade dinner on the table where I sit down with all of the kids because it only takes 15 minutes.
Definitely. And Gobble does all the time-consuming work for us. They pick out the healthy quality ingredients. One of my favorite, they pre-portion and prep the ingredients, like even chopping up the vegetables for you. You just pick the meal from Gobble's extensive dinner menu each week, including a variety of flavors, classic dishes, global recipes, and delicious vegetarian options. Plus, they do have a line of lean and clean recipes that have low calorie and low carb options.
And the Gobble box is delivered fresh right to your doorstep. It's so easy to prepare. It's ready to serve in just 15 minutes. And I'm telling you, Gobble is a life-changing service. It is such a life hack.
Plus, you can skip delivery weeks or cancel the service at any time.
They're offering our listeners this fantastic limited time deal, which is 6 meals for just $36 plus free shipping. That's dinner for 2 for 3 nights for just $36. Great way to try this. And it's only available if you use the code FRAUDED. To get this special offer now, go to gobble.com/frauded. That's gobble.com/frauded for 6 meals for just $36.
With Metro by T-Mobile, your hard-earned money goes further. This tax season, there's 0 fees to switch. Enjoy Metro's lowest price, just $25 a line for 4 lines. Plus, get 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones when you switch. Now that's the best deal in wireless. Metro by T-Mobile, empowering you to rule your day. All lines lose promo rate if any deactivates. No fees on select phones. Limit 1 per line with eligible port. Excludes sales tax. Limited time offer. Additional terms apply. See metrobytmobile.com.
Who else exists in this episode? Natalie and Mike.
Oh,
dude, that therapy session. That wasn't a therapy session. That was the therapist like throwing raw meat and saying, "Sick 'em."
Wait, did we have more therapy this session? This episode?
We did. She did her solo. She did her solo session with the lady.
Gosh, I forgot already.
Right, which I think she was trying to empathetically listen and validate Natalie's feelings, but she sent her on a fucking warpath. Like, if you watch it, she sat on that couch and did the look of a woman who was about to start shit.
Okay.
Like, she was ready. She's like,
you're gonna have to refresh my memory about what occurred.
Watch it again. Yeah, watch it again. And then like she did the whole like, we need to talk. And I'm like, oh God, she's bringing Sarah up again. The friend that he stayed with, or
they go
spent
back
the night with.
to this. He fell asleep on his friend's couch the night before the friend's wedding. And Natalie keeps going on and on about he just needs to be honest with me, and if he just came to me and said, Natalie, I make a mistake, I'm sorry, then it'd be okay. And but he's like, I'm not lying to you. Like, there's nothing wrong.
He's so fucking tired of this conversation. He has absolutely nothing else to input. And it's almost like the only thing that would make Natalie feel better is if he said, yeah, I fucked her. You got me.
You got me.
You got me. So she could be like, yeah, I knew it. You know what I mean? It's just killing her that it could have happened, but he's saying it didn't. And that's just, her insecurity is just skyrocketing.
Yeah, she is just not trusting and believing him in any way. And I mean, I don't trust anything about the show, and I believe Mike.
The guy admitted nationally, publicly, that he believes in aliens and has the entire series set of ancient aliens. I would actually probably believe him on this one.
I know.
Plus, he just looks tired. Like, the whole scene looked like it was set up because he's just petting his cat or brushing his cat on the couch.
Yeah.
In like this very strange way. He's looking at the hair as he brushes like, you're a hairy girl. He keeps brushing her like, what is going on?
Oh my God. But at this point, Mike, I don't know, like it was like it started in the therapy session. And then it continued where he's finally just saying what he's thinking, what's on his mind, right? Whereas before he wasn't.
Right.
And
well, telling her that she's jealous and that, that's a big issue because it's coming out of like, and she's like, well, I'm more attracted than you. And it's like, is she upset that no one wants to cheat with her, that she didn't have many opportunities?
Is that the point that she was trying to make, right?
Why are you liking your ass ugly? How the hell did someone want to sleep with you?
He's like, I didn't sleep with her.
Like, if he's so ugly, why do you think he did sleep with her? I'm just so confused by her. I'm confused by her every fucking episode.
And then she said she was never jealous with her ex-husband. He never gave her reason to make her jealous.
He also never gave her a baby.
And
so she's got a lot of I don't know what's going on.
She's so wrapped up in herself and what she believes is right that she's not willing to entertain the fact that she may be wrong. Like she needs a Dr. Phil to come on and tell her, like, you need to entertain, like, maybe, just maybe open your mind to the idea that maybe he's being honest with you. Like, just maybe, just like consider that. She refuses to consider anything, like with butter and her like telling him what to eat and this and that, and the way she speaks to him and the way she speaks about her IQ and all this stuff. Like, she doesn't have any concept that these are not appropriate. Well, okay, I'm not going to say not appropriate because she's allowed to be however she wants to be, right? But if she's going to act a certain way, people are going to respond a certain way. She shouldn't be surprised that the people like Mike are responding to her the way that he is, but she is so in her own little mind that she doesn't see that she doesn't see that her actions are causing.
Yeah. She's unaware that the words she's using, the tones that she's using, the aggressive, responses she gives is not going to get, positive feedback out of Mike.
It's not very endearing.
And it's not going to make him go find the ring and give it to her.
Right.
Like, that makes me want to flush the damn thing.
You're fat drunk.
That shit is gone. Goodbye.
You're a fat drunk and you're dumb. Where's my ring? Like, no.
Right. Don't you love me? I deserve the ring, you fat man. It's like,
oh God.
It'll be to her surprise when she has to squeeze it on with butter.
Oh shit.
They're force feeding her calories, apparently.
It was that third carrot. She shouldn't have eaten it.
I don't even know if that works. Like, it might. I don't know.
What, putting a ring on with butter?
Like when you have to get it off. Like, I've never had to. When I was pregnant, my finger was swollen, and I just didn't wear a ring for a year. It's like, whatever.
Right. Yeah, I took mine off, I think, at some point.
Anyways, yeah, there's also rumors that Natalie is pregnant. Have you heard those?
I've heard them, but
they're going off of her bizarrely photoshopped Instagram images. I don't know what's going on. Like someone gave her face app and she went to town on that shit.
So I want to go back and revisit this conversation you and I had about the kitchen that she's in these pictures that there's not.
Oh, when she's seductively eating spaghetti.
Right. What is that? What she's doing?
I don't know, but it was very
hot,
very ASMR-y, and so I was kind of wondering if it was like one of those videos. I don't know.
It was. So somebody pointed out to me that when I was like, well, okay, so you and I had this discussion about whether they moved to a different house or remodel the kitchen or whatever. She seemed to think that it was like one of those like rental kitchens that you can go and rent because like
maybe she did it in the Airbnb that production rented out to do the interviews.
Oh, because the point that was made to me was like all of those utensils and everything and pots and pans and all that stuff, everything matched. And Mike's ass doesn't have matching sets of shit.
So they were intentionally bought to match. It could be wedding registry. I mean, they could have moved or
I mean, the idea of renting a kitchen space to do a YouTube video seems fairly plausible. Kind of like a WeWork, but of the social media.
It depends on what she was doing a YouTube video for. Like they could have just moved. If I got money for being on this absurd show, I would move too. I wouldn't stay there. Like I can imagine her saying, I don't like this place, Mike. I'd like to move to, I don't know, not Sequim.
Sequim. Squim.
Sequim.
Squim.
Squim.
It's pronounced squim.
Why is everything in Washington just so
pronounced weird?
Yes. I have a friend that lives up there and I dare not even say the name of the area. It's like, whatever, up there by St. Helen or whatever, but.
Right. Squim.
Funny.
Squim. Yeah. I mean, but all the matching utensils and pots and pans or whatever, like that was a good point. I was like, huh. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Just, I don't know. Food for thought. We don't know. We don't know that she's pregnant. I don't have any evidence one way or the other.
Yeah. There's always baby watch when someone's gotten married and how like she was like impregnate me right away mode.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least when they were in Ukraine.
When they were in Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever. It's we'll know in time, right? Because at some point a baby is produced, and at some point TLC will air a 90-day diaries or a 90-day special edition for us to see it. So they have their trend now. It's like they're on the 90-day Fiance show or before the 90 days, and then we see him again on either Happily Ever After or if you go straight to app. Is that the new? Where Are They Now bullshit that they used to have on the app, right?
Yeah.
So you get your 90-day diaries, and then you might get a special if you get married or have a baby, and then that's it. You're done.
So there were some continued OnlyFans pictures leaked this week of our dear favorite cougar.
No.
Stephanie.
No. I don't want them to go in front of my eyeballs. I'm tired of seeing naked 90-day people.
I know.
I never thought I'd have to fucking say that.
The ones that I'm really tired of, I'm going to be honest. I'm straight up honest here. The ones that I'm really tired of are Family Libby and all her sisters and sisters-in-law, because they're all on there. And they show the most vagina of anybody.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. I'm not accepting this reality. I'm not accepting that 90 Day has a third universe, which is OnlyFans.
Of these tertiary characters that have.
It's like
Libby's sisters.
You guys don't bring us in for another season? Fine. We'll sell nudes.
Becky
Take that,
and
Sharp
Jen,
Entertainment.
Becky and Jen both have them when they're showing. I can't remember which sister is the one showing her courtyard.
So have we figured out like why the leaks are such a big thing?
Are they
like,
a
is
big
it just
thing?
someone's? Well, they're everywhere. Like, right? Like everyone's posting it places. I know Reddit has an entire string dedicated to it.
Mhm.
If you dare go into the depths that is 4chan, you're gonna find it.
I mean, I feel bad
just-
that these people aren't getting paid for the content. You know, that's the only thing, right?
I mean, leaks happen, but
Yeah.
I would have thought, honestly, that more leaks would have happened when Stephanie from Before the 90 Days
Yeah.
had whatever. And whoever her PR person is, the other 90 Day people need to hire them to keep the images offline because I don't know. It's not a problem for me. I'm just kind of like, everywhere you go now, a page has something from someone's OnlyFans, even if it's cheekly disguised with emojis or something like that. Jesse, okay.
Oh God.
I just I don't even know if that was from an OnlyFans, but he was getting
his music video.
He was getting his meat slap with like something, and then I don't understand what was happening. That's what was happening.
No,
And
I was
my
definitely
scroll up
seeing-
of Instagram.
Scroll.
Stop doing this to my eyeballs.
It doesn't scroll fast enough. Get it off, Mike. Get it off. So anyway, so I saw some more pictures of Stephanie this week. And all I could think
Is there
about
anything that glows in the dark in her pictures?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, the pictures are in the light, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But all I could think about was her screaming across this courtyard at a resort in Belize about lubricant. Now, look, here's a couple of disclaimers. First of all, one, this is the scene, the series of events that leads to her filing or allegedly claiming sexual assault. The fact that he didn't have a condom on is the assault that she's claiming. We are not going to discuss any of that. There's plenty of other places you can listen to discussions on that. We're not even going to go there. Second disclaimer is nothing is wrong with lubricant. You guys, nothing is wrong with lubricant, even young people, old people, everybody. Lubricant is fun. Everybody should use it. That's not my issue. My issue is she's screaming across this courtyard at him when I told you I needed the lubricant. Like,
I know.
What you put in your business?
Gracious. I was like, whoa. Like, those are the neighbors you have that you crack the window and just sit back so you can hear the rest of that shit, but you're like secretly feeling embarrassed for them.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So
he's just like, are you trying to embarrass me? As he's just like, I'm leaving. She's crazy. She's
Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure because it's like we catch the fight in mid-fight. So I'm not entirely sure what was the specific issues that led to it. I mean, I think she's trying to catch us up as she's yelling about lubricant, but and that's when she noticed that there was no condom.
I have a feeling we might have that scene elaborated on. What venue are they using now? Bears All. Because we're not really getting many tell-alls, even though a lot of the cast are in Hollywood right now for some reason.
Yeah. What's that? Well, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, well, we can speculate on that, but yeah, I don't know. I think her franticness just kind of, I don't know.
So they have this fight. Obviously, it's a big enough fight that Ryan decides his ticket to America isn't worth it for the night, and he picks up and leaves. And then whatever, she goes screaming through the place like a banshee looking for the ring to make sure he didn't take her mother's ring, which it was like laying in a bag.
I was just more upset that she claimed this is not a hit on her. It's just maybe this what we all do, right? Something that's so super duper important is like scattered amongst all of that. Like my heart would drop if I didn't just keep it on my fucking finger. Like there's no I don't care if it was that special. Like, put it in your bra.
Have a special place that it's put away. It was in this bag that was like on the bed. That's like full of all the kinds of like no,
accessible to somebody you don't fucking trust. Like I just and it's not even just about her not trusting him or if she really trusts him or not. It's just like that kind of shit would be. I don't know. If
it's that important to you, you need to secure
inside.
It better. You need to secure it better, right? So then she goes and then she finds it and then she calls him to tell him thank you for not stealing it.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Which, I mean, the dynamics of her relationship with him are so fucked up. Like, what? And then she calls Harris because she...
I know.
My God. So these are the things that I want to discuss. Like, okay. These are the things.
I don't even know where to start to discuss it other than like, all right. So I actually want to take a moment to talk about New Year's resolutions because you know my feeling on New Year's resolutions. They're kind of cheesy. We don't really stick to them. By February, the gyms are all empty again. But I have been open to making smaller, impactful changes that I think are just important.
I know we joke about husbands buying their wives' workout equipment for Christmas, but my fiance got me a spinning bike for Christmas and I absolutely love it. I'm totally obsessed. So another thing that you and I have talked about in the same regard is that is increasing and optimizing our vitamin intake.
Right, because I've been taking the same prenatals that I have been for the past 5 years. So I'm thinking I should probably start adding like a daily vitamin, maybe something to support my energy, sleep, and something to help me with my fitness goals. And this isn't even, something just short term. I think in the long term as well.
Well, that's what's really great about this company called Care Of. They are a personalized vitamin company, and they offer you this really in-depth but short. It's like a 5-minute online quiz. Ask you questions about your diet, your lifestyle, any health concerns you have to help address your specific like wellness goals. And it'll package them all together in a cute little package with your name on it. And one of the things that I really like about it too is that they're very transparent about their research and sourcing behind the ingredients in their products. So it's all nice and clean and you're not taking like weird stuff from God knows where.
Right. And so I took the quiz, which I did find to be pleasant, saying that I don't like quizzes either. And the vitamins they recommended for me was iron, which was in a higher dose that I usually take, rhodiola, superberry, collagen, and a vitamin B12 like energy powder stick that they call extra batteries, which honestly, sometimes that's exactly what I feel like I need. But it's really awesome too, because I think, they make sure you put your name there so that they can put your name on the bag. Like they really customize it and they make it feel like, this was specifically made for you.
Yeah, and it definitely recommended some for me that I hadn't considered in my vitamin regimen before, but that I think would definitely be beneficial to my overall wellness. So I'm excited about this whole company. And they are offering a special for Fraudcast listeners. For 50% off your first order of Care Of, go to takecareof.com and enter code Fraudcast50. That's takecareof.com. That is spelled TAKECAREOF.com and enter code Fraudcast50 for 50% off your first order. That's a great deal.
Yeah, I think 50%. I mean, and, I think it's definitely worth any of our, listeners to try. I think it's always good to add a little extra vitamins in your life.
Definitely. And we'll have that linked in the show notes for you as well.
I don't know if she thinks getting back at him for leaving. I'm not sure what exactly she was wanting to get back at. I think probably because he left, right?
Right. And well, we see the preview, I think it is, or was it the episode where she's like, well, you won't believe what your cousin did to me. So she wants somebody she can like commiserate on with it or whatever. But is this the one when she's like, I need a good solid friend when she really needs to say,
I think that's for the previews. Yeah, I
need a good solid friend right now. When she really should be saying, I really need a good solid deep dicking right now.
Oh God, no, that's the last thing that I would need in that situation.
But that's her. Remember last time?
I need a good solid go the fuck home, 'cause fuck this place. Like,
Yeah. I
don't know. Do you think that she's going to end up with Harris at the end then?
I don't think so. Based on what Harris said on the Bears All episode.
Yeah, but we don't give away spoilers, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean,
I mean,
Harris
he said he would do it again. He even flirted with Sean.
God,
the guys of open opportunities.
So he'll hit whatever holes in front of him.
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't even know. It's just her like, I'll just go get a cabana boy, or I thought
Ryan was her cabana boy.
I have all these expensive items, kind of like somebody will want the shit I bought you. It's like, oh my God. Man.
Oh my God. I mean, there's the whole dynamic of their relationship is screwed up because, you know, like all the money that she's funneling to him, there's the outright money that she's like giving to him and buying, you know, him stuff. But then there's the, you know, she's paying the resort to pay him his salary. So, yeah. So let me call the guy to thank him for not stealing. What? I mean, I know she doesn't really want him to leave. You know, she's desperate. She wants him. She wants him not to leave her. There's a lot of self-esteem, it looks like, there issues. But then calling Harris, I just can't. I can't. I need a good, solid, deep dicking right now.
Well, I mean, like she was saying, it's the one way that he could hurt her was taking the ring. Well, what's the one way that she can hurt him? Calling his cousin up again, right? Because that's obviously a sore spot for him.
True.
But I don't know if that's going to be the solution that makes her feel better, you know?
Yeah. And I think
temporarily, maybe, but in the long run, no.
We see on, I think, a preview, I don't know if it's next episode or just further in the season, that she says something about, why did you lie about Harris? So looks like there might be some more drama with that whole situation, which...
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
I'm here for.
Next week on the next episode of 90 Day Fiance.
Can you imagine having to like keep saying that over and over and over again so they can plop it in whichever episode they want?
Oh, right.
Last time on 90 Day.
It's like
previously on 90 Day. Have each cast member have to do it?
Yeah, they do. They just say it like 5 different ways and then do the ending part.
And then have it to drop in.
I mean, it's a great touch, whatever. But, you know, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Are you Debbie done?
I'm Debbie done today.
Speaking of Debbie, Debbie is on Bears All with
I was
Colty.
afraid to say what you were going to say.
Yeah. And we'll be talking about that over on the Patreon this week. And the words, I was a whore, came out of Debbie's mouth. So I'm just saying, I'm not a big Debbie and Colt fan, but there were some interesting things that came out. So we'll be talking about that over on the Patreon. You can sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/the Fraudcast. Link down in the show notes. Speaking of the Patreon, I want to do a quick shout out to all of our February so far members. We have Liz, Colleen, Melody, Kim, Elisa, Laura, Nicole, Meredith, Lee, Maria, Katie, Colleen, Marisol, Christy, Rochelle, and Sheila are so far our February patrons. Thank you guys for joining us. And you too can join us for the low price of $3 a month. And we're talking over there. We're doing Bears All right now. We might be doing the single life over there. We might be doing that over here. We still haven't figured that out yet. Too much 90 Day was happening this week. A lot of stuff to watch. I think that's all we got.
I think that's all we have too.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, subscribe, and review. It helps more than you know. So we appreciate you listening, and we will see you next week. We are the Dumpster
We are the Dumpster Divers, so that you don't have to reality TV.
Get that? What she said.
Oh my fucking God. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You need support, someone to help you start something new, help you see what's possible. For more than 30 years, busy adult students have trusted Indiana Wesleyan University with their dreams. IWU partners with you wherever you are in your journey to offer you flexible, affordable, career-focused education. You know why you want to earn a degree. IWU knows how to get you there. Learn more about available financial aid and see a complete list of more than 100 online academic programs at iwueducation.com.